A crisis situation, that's how local doctors are describing the current state of hospitals as COVID continues to soar. The constant influx of COVID patients is forcing Mobile and Baldwin County hospitals to make tough decisions. NBC 15's Corey Pippen is in Baldwin County tonight.
Infirmary health officials say around 300 COVID patients are spread throughout their hospitals in Mobile and Baldwin counties, and more are coming by the day. I'm told the strain on space and resources is the worst since the pandemic began.
Every patient that comes in is potentially, that straw that could, lead to serious repercussions.
Dr. Darren Scroggie with Infirmary Health says that's the situation the hospital system is now facing as COVID cases and hospitalizations spurred by the highly contagious Delta variant wreak havoc not only on patients, but vital space and resources.
Currently, the way things stand, this is worse than what you saw last year.
Significantly worse. We're already having meetings and getting to the point where we say, if we have this number of cases come in and we have, 2 or 3 ventilators, how do we decide who gets the ventilator? How do we decide who gets the resources we have?
Infirmary Health has now suspended inpatient and outpatient elective procedures in Baldwin County. Dr. Scroggie says roughly 200 of the 496 beds inside Mobile Infirmary are taken up by COVID patients. More than 90 are at Thomas Hospital in Fairhope and more than 20 at North Baldwin in Bay Minette. And most are unvaccinated.
At Thomas and North Baldwin, we're talking 95% are unvaccinated people. At Mobile Infirmary, because there are so many more cases there, it's running closer to 80 to 85%, but particularly most of the bad outcomes that we're seeing are the unvaccinated.
Alabama health officials say it's a similar story throughout the state.
Hospitals are holding people in the ER as admissions because there's no place to put them upstairs. And the only way you can take care of those patients is to divert staff from doing other things like elective procedures.
Health officials fear things will get worse unless there's an increase in the state's vaccination rates, which at around 34% are still the lowest in the country.
When we lose a patient every time, it's traumatic for us. When we see patients who aren't doing well and we know they're not going to do well, every time it's traumatic. Eventually we will get this under control, but I don't want to go through a catastrophe to get there.
Dr. Scroggie expects vaccines to have FDA approval soon and a vaccine to be available to children under the age of 12 in the coming months. Reporting in Baldwin County tonight, I'm Corey Pippen, NBC 15 News.